Here am I arriving to meet with Nessa. She's going to explain me about money because I have no idea and the exam is very close. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, so Pablo, what do you need for the exam?
Well, I need to know the monetary system.
Okay, so do you know something about the monetary system
I
or?
have no idea. I've been inside, but I really don't get anything.
Okay, so
I don't even know what money is.
okay,
Exactly.
so we have to start with the basis. So money. So money can be defined as the stocks of assets that can be used to make transaction. There is. Okay, do you understand the definition or?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember the teacher told us that there are two types of money? Do you remember the two types of money or?
Can you tell them, please?
Yeah, there is fiat money and commodity value.
And what's fiat money?
Okay, fiat money is the money that has no intrinsic value. You know, it's like the money that we use every day.
Ah, you mean like the euro?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But commodity value is like gold. You know, it has value on itself.
Okay, yeah, I think I get it. So you can buy gold, but you cannot buy normal money.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the difference.
So for a money to be a money, you have to fill the three conditions. So like I put on the board,
Which are these
there
conditions?
is three functions, you know. Medium of exchange is like use it to buy stuff. Store of value, it's when it's transferred the power of your money between the present and the future. And then you have a unit of account, you know, the money that we use every day, you can count it.
Okay,
Do you understand?
so
And
first you need to be able to exchange it.
yeah,
Second, it can be able to store its value, and then it becomes a unit of account.
yeah, exactly. And you know, we did it in class. You know, cigarettes between the World War II, they were considered as a money. Do you remember?
Yeah, because the people in the concentration camp exchanged them.
Yeah, exactly. Because they fulfill the three conditions of money. That's why. Okay.
Perfect.
Right, so I'm on my way to study macro. Hopefully I found someone. Actually, Nessa and Pablo. Nice.
What are you writing on the board, Pablo? I'm studying the quantity theory of money.
Oh, that could help. Can you explain it to me?
Yeah, of course. First of all, there's a basic concept which you need to understand. It's inflation. Do you know what inflation is?
Oh yeah, of course. Inflation is when the price goes up.
Exactly. And deflation is the opposite.
Yeah.
When prices go down. And these have a clear relationship with the quantity theory of money, which was introduced by Milton Friedman. Yeah, have you seen this?
It sounds familiar. I think it's about the relationship between the quantity of money in the economy and inflation.
Exactly. But it goes farther than that. You know. As you say, is for example, when a government decides to supply more money, introduce more money, for example, print more bills. These have a direct effect in inflation, through inflation, the consumer just explained it, which means that the prices will rise up. But
This is the equation of
the
quantity
quantity
of money.
theory of money. Exactly.
Okay.
So it's basically changes in the money supply. For example, if you increase the money supply, will have a direct effect on changes in inflation. Meaning that if you increase the amount of money, the prices are going to go up.
Oh, I think I get the logic. Because if there is more money, the money is worth less.
Exactly.
So you need more money to buy a good.
Exactly. So you need more money to buy the same good that before you buy it with less money.
Okay.
But it also have a direct effect on real GDP because on real GDP because as people believe that they have more money because now they are going to have more money available in the economy, so they start to consume more. So real GDP will also increase.
All right, now it's clear. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
You can say I'm pretty late for my macro group meeting, but fortunately, here they are. Where are you with the macro studying on the money supply?
We're doing okay, man.
Paulo just explained to us inflation.
Inflation. I have one doubt about it.
Yeah, tell me.
Who controls the inflation? Is it the government? Is it?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. That's what I'm gonna get to. Basically, who has the control? There are these people who have control of inflation. They are the central banks. So in the US it's called the Fed, and in the Europe it's called the European Central Bank. So basically they have control of inflation. But you may ask, how do they have any control of the inflation? Well, they have it through interest rates. Because the banks are able to manipulate interest rate in order to get inflation to change in a way that they would want. But how does it happen? Basically, you have interest rate that have power over money demand. Let me give you an example in order for you to understand better. Let's say that we are in a situation where the interest rate is very high. When the interest rates are very high, people are disincentivized to borrow money because they may pay more. You get why? Because if they borrow for 100 and interest rate is 20, it's very high, they're going to have to pay back 120, they're not interested in borrowing any more money. And on the other hand, they're going to be incentivized in putting money in the bank because the interest rates are actually going to give them back more money from the savings. So all of this is going to reduce consumption, reduce the amount of money circulating in the economy. So the general amount of money. This is going to by decreasing the amount of money in the economy, you know that this directly decreases inflation. And it's going to be the exact other way around when with low interest rate. You get why?
Yes.
Well, that's good, man.
Thank you, bro.
No worries.
Would you like me to explain to you the Fisher effect today?
Yeah, I would appreciate it, please.
Okay, so basically the Fisher effect is an economic theory that describes the relationship between inflation and both nominal and real interest rates. And as we have the formula here written down, we can see that nominal interest rates are equal to real interest rates summed with the inflation rate of the year you're taking into consideration.
Yes, I get the logic, because inflation is gonna be included in the nominal interest rate because it actually increases the interest rate.
Yes, exactly. But we need to know that when the real interest rates go down, inflation goes up.
Oh yeah, logically.
Exactly. So with this formula, we can perform two analyses. They are called ex ante and ex post. Ex ante is before knowing the inflation rate of the year you're analyzing, and it can only be an estimation, as the name says, ex ante. On the other hand, ex post analysis analyzes analyzes this formula after you know the inflation rate for that year.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not just an estimation as ex ante, but it's the actual figures that you came up with.
Alright, so tell me if I got it. Ex ante is about using an expected value of the inflation in order to get an expected value of the nominal interest rate.
Yes.
And ex post is just the same but with actual real numbers.
Yes, exactly. The actual figures of the year you're taking into consideration.
Perfect.
Perfect?
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect, man.
created using Powtoon.